What up, everybody? So, have a review here for you. This is the GPToys F2 Aviax quadcopter. And here's the quad itself right here. It's got an interesting type of plastic that has a pretty unique feel. It's pretty durable. It's definitely a different feeling plastic that I'm used to. So, we'll start with the bad real quick. It has a fairly slow yaw, even in high rates. It has 4 rates and the yaw does change, but on high it's pretty comparable to the X5C. It's not super fast. It's not slow exactly, but it's definitely not a spinner. But and then the red is in front and the green is in back, which it looks like you can swap the lenses out pretty easy. To some that's minor annoyance, but to me, I don't like it. But it lights up real well, especially in this white body. The lights shine through, so that's pretty nice. So it's billed as a flying camera quad. It's supposed to be more for flying and taking pictures, and I find the camera is, there's quite a bit of jello wobble. I thought it would be a little bit smoother since, this one's really meant, it has a bunch of features that are meant just for taking pictures, and there's more jello wobble in it than I was expecting. But the camera itself isn't bad. Here on the front, and the lens is adjustable, so you can change the angle of it slightly. Not too much, but it is adjustable. So, besides the yaw and the camera being not as good as I was thinking that it would be, this is a real nice quad. It's a very smooth flying quad, so we'll get to the good now. So it's very smooth, it's very responsive, and it has a couple of really cool functions that others don't. It has what's called cruise control, which is it has a memory and it will remember the last 40 seconds of your flight. And then you can use the transmitter and just press this button here and it'll repeat that flight. You still have to use the throttle. It won't give itself throttle. So you still have to use the throttle, but it will remember your route. I totally recommend doing it in a big wide open space though, because if you do it in an enclosed space with trees and stuff, there's a chance you're going to hit something or lose it. But it does work fairly well. It also has headless mode, which is up here on this button. And the headless mode works as well as any other headless mode, which is to say it's okay. But it does have altitude hold with the same button. So you can bring it up high, hit the button, and it'll hold the altitude so you can take nice pictures, which is I think is a really cool function. So it comes with a full set of spare prop, or does come with a full set of spare props, but these are the prop guards. I haven't tested it with them. They seem pretty light. It's just one screw and they do come up, so it seems like it would give you a nice bit of protection. It comes with them. Comes with a full set of spare props, like I said earlier. A screwdriver, a USB card reader, and a USB charger. It also comes with a 650 milliamp hour battery, and you get about 6 to 8 minutes of flight, depending on what you're doing. If you're using the flip function or if you're using the camera, both of those things drain it quite a bit. So if you're just flying it, you'll get a nice 8-minute flight with this. And the battery bay will take other size batteries, 500 milliamp, anything comparable in size with this. So it's pretty nice. It does also come with a 4 gigabyte micro SD card. So you got a nice amount of storage for your filming and your pictures, and it's a 2 megapixel camera. So and this camera slides off real easy if you want to take it off. The landing feet come off really easy, and it has these landing feet on the motor pods that'll keep it protected. It has this interesting looking satellite type dish on the top, and I don't believe there's any function to it besides that it lights up and looks kind of cool, but it does look cool when you're flying it. This is the transmitter, and it's a really nice transmitter. The sticks are real smooth, it's real precise. It has a full set of trim buttons. It has, I guess I gotta bind it, but it has 4 rates, and the rates are on this side. So it has 4 rates, and the yaw does change with each rate. And this is the flip key, and it flips pretty good. You have to make sure you're giving the right amount of throttle. It doesn't give itself a lot of throttle to recover, so you got to make sure you give it a nice amount of throttle, you know, after the flip, just so you don't lose it. But it does pretty nice flips. It has really good range. I think it's advertised at 200 or 300 meters, which is, you know, much more than the X5C. And I've taken it up pretty high, so you know, I've never lost signal where I've lost signal on the X5C. Overall, this is a real nice flyer. It's very smooth, it's very precise. It seems like it has a lot of power, so even though the pitch isn't super great, I mean, for sport flying, the pitch isn't very deep, so it's not gonna go very fast. It goes pretty good in high rates, but the motors seem pretty nice. It seems like they have a lot of power, so when you're going up, you'll definitely get as high as you want pretty fast. So that's everything that comes in the box there, and I was given this from CVLife on Amazon. They're an amazing e-tailer. I encourage you guys to check out their storefront. Very nice customer service, very good company, and they have lots of cool gadgets and outdoor stuff, and they're just a really great company. So if you can, please go check out their storefront on Amazon. And then also I'll say that it has 2 sets of instructions. One's like a flight, kind of gives you an overview of headless and cruise control, and then the rest is good. It's a good instruction manual. It has a lot of good stuff in it, and the English isn't translated too bad, so you will be able to find everything you need. Oh, I did need to mention that it has a camera function, and right here is, you hold it to put it in video, and you tap it to put it in picture mode, and then tap it to take pictures, and then you can toggle on and off the lights, which is a cool function too. So we'll take it out for a test flight, and I'll show you all the yaws and the pitch, and do a little flying, and I'll take her up with the camera, and at the end I'll show you some of the camera footage. And so that's the GPToys F2 Aviax. All right. Okay, this is the flight demo of the GPToys F2 Aviax, and I'm going to try to quickly go through everything. So let's get started. So this is on, this is 20% rates. And there's the pitch. You can see it's very docile. And there's the yaw, pretty slow. Okay, so, and now this is 40% rates. There's the pitch, a little bit better. There's the yaw, a little bit faster. You can see how stable this is. Very stable. That's hands off. Little throttle control there. But very stable. So, okay, so this is 60% rates. And there's your pitch. Getting a little better. Over here a little, and there's the yaw back here. So the yaw does change.
and here's 100% rates. So still not a lot of pitch, but it's much better at 100 than any of the other rates. And here's the yaw. So the yaw does change, and 100% rates, the yaw's pretty good. So do a little bit of flying, and then I'll do the camera, and so you guys can see the camera on this, and then we'll call it a review. So do a little flying here. Oh wait, I guess I should show you the flips real quick. Some pretty good flips. The cover's pretty good. You do have to give it a little throttle. Doesn't give itself any throttle. So fly it around. And that's full throttle there, full pitch at 100%. So it's not a super speed demon, but it's definitely not slow. And that's about the best funnel you're gonna get with it. Bring it in a little bit closer here. Well, that's about the best funnel you're gonna get. So hover it here for a second, and okay, we should be recording now. So let me take it up so you can get a little bit of what the camera looks like. Okay, bring her back down. All right. Do a little wave. All right, and we'll shut the camera off there, and just fly her around here for a little bit. So very stable. Let's land her and put on headless mode. Okay. There's headless mode. And you can see it's pretty good. Gets a little off. Whoa. Take her off headless mode. I was losing it. But it does lose some in headless mode, but it does work pretty good. Headless mode I find doesn't work very well in any quad. It's just not a very good feature as far as I'm concerned. But it does have it. And alright. There's LVC right there. So we're gonna land her. And I'm gonna switch out the battery, and we'll try the cruise control, and then that's it. All right, so be right back. Okay, try this cruise control one more time. I'm having a little trouble with it. I don't have a lot of space, so we're gonna give it a shot here. Okay, I think that's about enough. Keep setting her down bad. Okay, let's try this now, and hopefully it's not too bad. So here we go. So that's doing it itself. Okay, I had to readjust that because it was getting a little too close to the house. So I guess you really need to have this out where you have some space to use cruise control in case you have to make adjustments. But it does work, and it is very interesting. So you know, if you have more space, it's much better. So let's take her down here. All right, well, that's good enough for the flight demo. And like I said, the cruise control, you need a lot more space than I have currently, so it does work, and it's pretty cool. So I'd like to thank CVLife again for the opportunity to test this quadcopter, and thanks for watching.